give them prayer hands. Say what's up, America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica.
What's up guys, this is Raj Shivare back on YouTube with a new video. Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can do image recognition by using PyAuto GUI. Yes guys, you heard right. Just like the voice recognition for Jarvis, there is an image recognition also which provides us liberty to give an image to a program which will automatically recognize it on the screen, and for that it uses the coordinate system. But remember guys that if your image does not match the object on the screen, the PyAuto GUI functions will not be able to locate it on the screen, and it doesn't matter whether the image is totally different or it is even a single pixel off. Okay, so let's start how we can do this. First of all, I'm gonna start my IDLE. Well, it is starting, and I wanna tell you guys that I'm gonna use a pre-taken screenshot. Okay, we have our ideally here. Let me tell you guys, we are going to use a pre-taken screenshot. That means I have already taken a screenshot of this area by using my screen recorder. Okay, and remember guys that you have to take the image of the object before you use this program. Okay, because the program also needs some kind of input obviously guys. So let's go to script mode. So now here what we have to do is, first of all we will import PyAuto GUI. Okay, PyAuto GUI is really good module for controlling your computer. You can make so many cool things like Jarvis. You can make Jarvis much more better by using PyAuto GUI. Well, now we have imported PyAuto GUI, and now what we have to do, we will specify a variable k is equals to PyAuto GUI dot locate, then control O, then N, then not control O, capital O, then capital S, then screen. Okay, so we have written k is equals to PyAuto GUI dot locate on screen. Now here we have to specify the path of our image file. So in my case it is e colon screenshots and then google dot png. So this is the file path, image file path, and now what we have to do is, remember guys that this key will give you the tuple. Okay, that means the values will be in a parenthesis, not in brackets. So there will be 4 values. The first 2 will be x and y coordinate, the second 2 will be height and width. Okay, not height and width, it will be width and height. First one will be width in the second 2. Okay, so if you wanna click on that image or you wanna do something with that object, then you have to be sure that the mouse will point at that object at correct place. So to do that we will use center function of PyAuto GUI, which will give us the center pixel, the coordinate of center pixel of the image on the screen. Okay, so to use that we also have to specify a new variable, that is s is equals to PyAuto GUI dot center. And now what we will do is we will specify k variable here, and it will give the center of the image on the screen, right? So we have got the center. So since I wanna demonstrate how it works, so I will write here, I will call the function PyAuto GUI dot move to, so that you can see the mouse moving from here to here. That means the program has recognized the image. And remember guys, we have not got any coordinate of this place. I don't even know what are the coordinates of the place I'm pointing this time. So it will be totally image recognition process. So let's do this. Now I will call here the function PyAuto GUI dot move to. Move to is a function that allows you to move your mouse to a specific coordinate. Okay, so here we will write F and then okay guys, I got this. I got a problem. Well, since this is a tuple, we will have to convert it into a list to do any further work, right? So list, and we need to do this because lists are really flexible input in comparison to the tuple. So list s. Okay, now we have get our list of the center. So what we will do is we will write this code. The zero will the zero specifies the first element's position in the list, and the d in the brackets 1 will specify the position of second element in the s in the list, okay, of center coordinates. So now our mouse will go to this image, but it will be so fast if I don't put any duration. So I will put here a duration of about, let's say, 2 seconds. 2 seconds will be enough, right? So I have done everything. Now let's save it. So I'm gonna save it as image record. Okay, image record. So now let's run it and see whether it works or not. The mouse is here. It should work. Well, since we do not get the command Python prompt, okay, we got an error. Py-dog, oh man, this is a spelling error and I have to, okay, here it is. I do not need T, so I cut it. So let's save it again and run it. The mouse is here. Now let's see whether it works or not. So you can see guys that mouse is going to the Google Docs. Oh yeah, we have just done image recognition by using Python and PyAutoGUI. So you can use this in many situations, in many kind of problems. And if you wanna make a smart app, then you must need to get the knowledge. You need to get the basics of these kind of things. And PyAutoGUI really helpful because you don't need to use so many modules differently, because it has many modules inside itself, like PyScript, Pillow, and different kind of module. And this is really flexible module also, PyAutoGUI. So that's it for this video, and if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions for me, that so that I can make my videos more better, I can get more knowledge. And if you want me to suggest me about the content of my videos, that if I did something wrong, then please comment me and make me right, okay, so that I will not do any mistake in the future videos. And if you have any other way to do this, because I know that there are a lot more computer science geniuses in the world out there maybe watching this channel and this video. So if you have any other way, then please tell me guys, because that will really help me. And I always learn from the comments of the subscribers, of the viewers. So please comment me guys, and don't forget to subscribe guys, because I need you. Please support me guys by subscribing me. You just have to click the subscribe button below and please hit the bell button so that you can get every notifications of my videos, of my upcoming future videos. And that's it for this video guys, and in the next video I will show you how we can use GTTS in Python, that is Google Text to Speech. So are you waiting for the next video? We will meet in the next video guys. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, then give it a like. And if you don't like this video, then give it a dislike. And I hope that I made this video good so that you can enjoy it. But if you don't like it, then don't hesitate to give a dislike, okay guys, because that will also teach me something, that I have some problem in my video, and I will try to make my videos more better for you guys. So till then, stay tuned, and we will meet in the next video. Goodbye.